Hello, Taurus, or anyone born in May. How's that? My name is Tracy. This is AZastropsych. Welcome to my channel. I've had channels before, but we're doing a little more Nostradamus traditional stuff. Nostradamus, he did tarot. He did the major arcana first, which is what we're going to use. And I use the Light Seers Tarot. And then we'll use the minor arcana for clarification. We are going to focus on this April 8th solar eclipse. I'm so excited. And we are going to go through your housing system. Now, Nostradamus didn't use traditional astrology. So he didn't, like I always tell everybody, I am a Gemini, but I was born in May. So really, per Nostradamus's teachings, I am a Taurus. And so this reading is for anyone born in May. So without further ado, let's get started. Here we go. And for the first house, soul's purpose, it's finding balance. So anyone born in May, oh my gosh, cards are falling out. Balance, looking to restore balance in your soul's purpose. Maybe not feeling that, like, which way am I going to go? What am I doing with my life, right? And so here, through the guidance of spirit, you are going to find with this eclipse, there is going to be the sense of purpose, finding your soul's purpose, focusing on your soul's purpose. I love that. All right, second house, which is for you, the house of communication. It could be writing. It could be... let's see what else. Siblings, duality, which is judgment. I thought that was hilarious. So duality, right? Here we are judging, feeling judged by others, judging yourself and how you speak, how you communicate with others. It could be if it has to do with brothers, sisters, siblings. But in this case, so here we have temperance, soul's purpose. Your second house is really the house of wealth and beauty. Maybe you are feeling, since it's in the house of Gemini, judgment on how you are creating money, right? Maybe you feel judged. You're leaving one profession, going to another one. That has to do with communication, that has to do with, starting a podcast, and your family doesn't like it. You know what I'm saying to you? So the way that you bring in money, judgment saying either someone outside of you or yourself, you're still battling that confidence on how you are creating your money. Okay, let's see what else. Okay, so now we'll go to your third house. Third house is all about thinking, right? So we had here soul's purpose, wealth, beauty. Could be judged on how you look, being judged by your siblings and how you look, right? If you're changing the way you look, your style, feeling judged that way. So that's also the second house. The third house is about communication. And for you, it is in Cancer, which is home and family. So it is communicating with home and family. So let's see what card comes in. Beautiful. We have the wheel. So things turning in your favor. So maybe if you are having issues with brothers and sisters, siblings. I love this. The wheel says, it's constantly, right, turning up. Maybe you guys weren't speaking, or maybe you're speaking and you're not, because the solar eclipse, right, clarity comes in. If it has to do with siblings, clarity comes in and you're like, okay, I'm not speaking to them anymore, right? If you feel judged, I giggle, but it's funny how all this comes about. So it could be somehow, whether somebody's being eclipsed out of your life, you're getting clarity on how you communicate, right? Or it has to do with siblings, etc. Writing, the wheel says things are going to turn in your favor. So please let me know. I think this is hilarious. We'll get clarification when we're done. Beautiful. Your fourth house is in Leo, which is home, family, children. I love this. This is the sun. This is, the happiest card. So things coming together. It's fame, it's fortune, how people see you, how you, so Leo, it's how, it's like God gave you this gift and how you're going to show that to the world. This picture totally, which is obviously Leo card, how you face the world. The sun is saying it's a beautiful thing, how you show up in the world. So I love that. Can't go wrong. Okay, next. I don't even know if we need clarity on that. It's just such a beautiful thing. All right, your next house. So we have here Taurus. So that was your 4th house, home, family. How do I feel, too? How do I feel? I'm feeling blessed. I think that's all I want to say. All right, the next, your 5th house, which is creation. How do I create? For you, it's Virgo, which is health and work. And we have here justice. So, so how you're creating things, it's things coming into balance finally. Maybe you felt like you're just, life happens and you haven't been able just to tap into that creativity again, right? Whether you want to write a book, whatever it is, start a podcast, you're starting to be able to create. Justice is about balance. It is, about your children, right? Finding that balance. I'm going to laugh because I have 2 Libra boys. And so there's always this balance, making sure, spending time with each of them. But it is in the house of Virgo. And Virgo, right, how you create, which is both work and wealth, is justice, things coming full circle. I mean, maybe you're just in the process of healing, right? Creating a new way, a health system, a new exercise regimen, whatever it is. Finding that balance, right? It's like, phew, spring is coming. Right? Spring is coming, that's for sure. All right, so then the next house is the house of analyzation. It is the house of Libra, how I analyze things, right? Well, it's work and health, but it's Libra. So it's balance and work and health. And here we have the world, a closing of a cycle. Maybe you have been sick. If it's health, a closing of a cycle. And so a new cycle is starting. I love that. The world, right, is the last card of the major arcana. If it is anything that has to do with work is ending of one, starting something new, correct? Let's see. Libra is also partnerships. Maybe going through a rough time with a partnership, starting something new, the way you're viewing things, analyzing. So with a partner is, if you guys have gone through a rough time, taking a step back and seeing things from a different perspective, starting a new cycle, okay? Beautiful thing. All right, the next house is the house of Scorpio. Which is for you, contracts, partnerships, and there, like I said, Scorpio, life, death, power, where you stand in your power. Interesting, death. So again, I'm kind of going back to here. If like it's kind of ending a cycle, starting something new, a rebirth, right? I don't like to focus on the death, but we are solar eclipse. There's clarity and things will be eclipsed out of your life. So they're saying, and we'll get clarification with the minor arcana. So there might be an ending and a new beginning when it comes to a relationship, when it comes to a corporation, even if you're working for a corporation, leaving the corporate world and maybe going into something else, going into, private, starting your own business, right? Starting something new. The next for Sagittarian, which is for you, is your 8th house. We have the Fool. The Fool is starting something new. So here we have, this has to do with, it's about foreigners. It's about school, higher education. And there is this kind of sense of, again, life and death, the Fool, which is starting something new. Let's see, the eighth house is all about communication. It could be about higher learning books. It could be about traditional. So taking a risk on a new belief system, okay? Spirituality, taking risks, leaving an old belief system. Maybe you've been in a rut and, all of a sudden you're starting to go, looking into life with a different perspective on spirituality. The Fool, it's like starting something new. Could be also about travel. So maybe you were looking, I love that, the Fool. What a great card to have in Sagittarius. So, maybe it's just been winter and you've been stuck and you're like, oh my God, springtime's coming and it's time for me to travel. Okay, that's what else. Okay, the next house here, which is it's for you, it's in Capricorn. And that is, let's see here, it is the way that you think, right? Thinking like a leader. It is about, Capricorn is also about where you get your money, politics, any kind of traditional system, structure, architecture. So maybe you're moving. That's the first thing, moving homes. And it's never easy to move, but because the Chariot's never smooth. But in the end, you do get this victory. Okay, it's also, Capricorn is also about, let's see. So Capricorn, so again, travel. We talked about travel. So, gosh, maybe it is. Maybe you're going to be on the road here. Because it's the Capricorn in your ninth house. So traveling to a foreign country or just traveling to another state. It's spring coming. Graduation's coming up here in a couple months. You might be heading out of town or moving out of town, right? Maybe you're just getting the answer. You've applied for college or applied, for your graduate, whatever. The Chariot says you'll be moving towards that. Interesting. And now look what you got. Again, structure, teaching. This is in the house of Aquarius, the Hierophant, but the house of Aquarius for you, Taurus, the 10th house is I use. So you are an Aquarius. This is so funny. In your 10th house, which is career. Gosh, a teacher, politician. And Aquarius is about spirituality. It's about anything kind of electrical, the unknown, UFOs, networking. So maybe you're going to network with other educators, if you're a teacher, if you're a leader, anything that has to do with structure. Okay, Hierophant, in tarot they say it could be about marriage. I'm always like, but maybe you're going to find your soulmate from networking, okay? Or you're going to just find it's like finding your group. It's also wishes and friends. So maybe your friends are some kind of structural setting. Your wish is to work for a college, right? Get a job. So yeah, like that. Okay, so then the next house here for you is your Pisces 11th house. So Pisces is, about spirituality. It is about the dreams, the subconscious. It's what do I know? Again, let's see what they're going to tell us here. Interesting. We have the Emperor. Could be a boss. So Emperor is the King of Kings. Again, I'm kind of getting this kind of college feel. So in this idea of wishes, friends, being a mentor, being a leader in this house of spirituality, belief systems, religion. Maybe you're looking to join a ministry, correct? Join groups with people with the same, and there is a mentor here that'll be there to guide you. Or in honesty, I feel like you are being a leader, something new. Yeah, I like that better. Wishes, again, dream. If you are wishing for a mentor to come your way, but I think this is really about you being a leader here. All right, and your 12th house, you show up as an Aries, and we have the Magician. Go this way here. The Magician is about manifesting. The Magician, he's creating something new. It is the subconscious. It is dreams, and I know for myself, it's like really, truly tapping in as you know how to create something, but it's being conscious of the consequences that come along with what you're creating. And as I sit here in my new little place, it is exactly what I'm going through. But so being conscious, tapping into that spirituality, what are you creating? And Aries, though, we love Aries because they're very strong, right? It is your soul's purpose. So showing up, maybe teaching others and how to tap in, how to manifest, but at the same time, showing others that, like knowing that this is your soul purpose. I can show you how to manifest, right? That is that spirituality. That's Pisces. But in true Pisces form, the fish is either swimming upstream or downstream, right? And so here the Magician is telling you, you got to be careful on your consequences, right? Be clear on what you're creating and what it could look like. And yeah. All right, so let's get some clarity on these cards. So your first house, soul's purpose, right? We had Temperance here, soul's purpose, finding balance, being spiritually guided. We have the King of Wands, being in action, moving forward. A lot of Leo here. We've got strength, protection, starting your own business, CEO. That's the King of Wands, right? Soul's purpose, showing people that they can, again, manifest what they want. Maybe you're going to do a YouTube video on how to show people how to create things, how to, it isn't all about the secret. There's a way to do it and what that's going to look like, teaching people. Soul's purpose, again, being a leader. Two of Swords, we had Judgment here in your second house, which is, what do I have, right? The money. Not sure, where am I going to, judging yourself, is this the right move? Am I doing the right thing? How am I going to make money, etc.? Feeling stuck about that. Like if you need to make some money, feeling stuck, where is it going to come from? Unsure. Okay, let's get some clarity. Maybe they'll provide the answers for us. Ha ha ha, Magician. Three of Wands, you have choices here. Looking out, ships coming in. Let's see if you can see that. Ships coming in. That's what she's doing. Ships coming in. Don't judge yourself. Stay out of the mindset of I'm stuck. Where's the money coming from? Correct. If you're starting a business here in communication, podcast, YouTube channel, how's my money coming in? Right, they're saying, don't worry, ships are coming in. You're not stuck. Stay out of your head. Okay, third house, we talked about the wheel. Possibly communication when it comes to siblings, right? Solar eclipse, something coming to clarity, eclipsing things out. Nice, 8 of Pentacles, work related. So that is your third house here. Family, home, putting the work in, that it's going to pay off, right? Once you get the clarity moving forward on how everything's, it could be too with the mother, putting the work in when it comes to family, home, working from home. Okay, that's always another one, working from home, 8 of Pentacles. All right, then we had the Sun, which is fame, fortune, children, love. That was such a beautiful one. And for you, you are a Leo. It's how do I feel? 8 of Wands, a message coming in. It isn't just a message, moving fast, unexpected, right? 8 of Wands coming together. So something coming in quick. Okay, maybe if it's a work situation here, you have the clarity, feeling good, enjoying the sun, and the Eight of Wands are going, yep, messages are coming in, things moving forward. The next you had Justice, and that is your house of what you're creating, finding balance, could be with your children, like I laughed about that. And what are you creating? You have some choices here. Again, we have 2, Justice, right? If it's a legal issue, if it comes, it has to do with children, they're going to, 2 of Pentacles about finding balance, right? Choices, having 2 choices. Which one am I going to take? Which one am I going to take? Okay, so then we have the next house, which was the World. And for you, the World was about, let's see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that is how you analyze things. You show up as a Libra, right? Always trying to find balance. So everything's working out. The World says you're closing a cycle on that. It has to do with your work, health, starting a new regimen, finding some balance so that, taking time instead of doing stuff for everybody else, learning to say, I need to do stuff for me. I need to take care of my health, not everybody else, right? Interesting. You've got the card of 9 of Swords. Straight out, also that is partnership, house of partnerships. Maybe you're worried about, I know this is true for me. It's, worried about your partner, worried about your partner's health. And I think closing out that cycle going, okay, I have no control over my partner, right? And their choices. And that's really hard. And making a conscious decision. Again, solar eclipse, things come to a light, you're eclipsing it. I'm going to worry about me. I need to take care of me, right? And not everybody else, right? They have to, take care of themselves. Sometimes it's really hard because we know the outcomes, but you can't control anybody. Okay. All right, next house is the house of Scorpio, 7th house. So again, partnerships. It goes along with this, right? Stop worrying about everyone else, right? New chapter starting, focusing on you. We have a death and rebirth in this house of contracts, partnerships. Maybe too, you're waiting on a contract, yes, a new job, etc. Haven't gotten it, death, rebirth, eclipse comes in, and you get the clarity that you seek. We are in Mercury retrograde, so you might have been waiting on that. But let's see here if we get some clarity on this death, rebirth. Hangman. Yep, exactly what I was saying. You're just waiting on this, having a different perspective. If you're worried about your partner, your coworker, or somebody close to you, right? It's partnerships, contract, not, choosing self, closing out that cycle. The Hangman says here, it's not about waiting. Could be about a contract, right? Death, rebirth. But to me, this is saying having a different perspective. It's time to have a different perspective on this. Okay, the next we had the Fool. And for you, it was in the 9th house. So this is your, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8th house, apologize, where you show up as a Sagittarius. So it could be starting, maybe you're going to work at a college, higher learning, going to become a principal. The Fool is starting something new, taking risks on the unknown. It could be belief systems, moving, traveling. Maybe you haven't traveled before, right? So something in transition here, starting something new. Love this. Knight of Pentacles. So he's very slow. Knight of Pentacles, things moving slow. And I love that the horse is behind him gently, but that the money's following him. So if this is about a job or about travel, they said take your time on this. Don't rush to hurry up and, go there. Make sure you have the money in order to do so, or if it's a job in university, anything that has to do with higher learning. Maybe you're waiting to get into a college here. They're saying that, the money will follow, but it's not going to be as fast as you think it's going to be. Okay, the next house we had was the 10th house. Yes. Let's see here. 9th house, my apologies. So foreigners, this is where you're Capricorn, a leader, a teacher. This is the house of structure, education, moving. So you're a Capricorn when it comes to, like I said, maybe you're a principal, maybe you work in education, maybe you're teaching others, anything that has to do with, it could be communications, spirituality, something new, things moving forward. It might be a little rough in the beginning, but they're saying that victory is definitely destined to be yours. That is the Chariot. Let's get some clarity. Oh, okay. 10 of Swords, so an ending and starting a new beginning. That is definitely a victory card. I just had to take a breath on that one. That's a beautiful thing. So maybe if you were maybe you were a teacher, you're kind of closing that cycle and starting a new one. If this has to do with the way you're getting paid, because this is Capricorn, right? Again, having that victory, and then there's an ending and then a beginning to one. You're able to just see the light, let go. Right away, the word retirement came, right? So you retire and finding victory in maybe a new cycle of your life, okay? A new profession. Yeah. Okay, your next was the Hierophant, and you had the Hierophant in your 10th house. And your 10th house is, again, we talk about career structure, and you show up as an Aquarius. So, maybe you're a networker. The Hierophant is showing us that wishes, friends, when it comes to structure, education, friends helping you find a job at a college. Let's see, if it's about politics, joining, whatever, political thing is in your favor, becoming more active, because that's the Hierophant is about education, marriage, all those kind of law, right? And he's smiling there, so he's feeling really good about finding those new friends, networking. It is about a wish. Oops. All right, let's see. Wow. Okay, 4 of Cups, feeling complacent. Maybe you were at a place like didn't have, right? Maybe you walked away from friends, trying to find a new set of friends to join here. Interesting. 4 of Cups is complacent. 5 of Cups is loss. So I'm going to kind of go with 2. Aquarius is like that spirituality. It's about the unknown. Maybe you're just kind of feeling like when it came to your career, it could be your, this is also the house of the 10th house is about the father. Feeling a sense of loss, maybe feeling like your old belief systems in politics, education, all these structural, church, etc., you're just not feeling it anymore. I mean, we're all kind of going through this shift, like what is true, right? Feeling complacent, the sense of loss here. Yeah, interesting. I need to get another card on this. Wow, Ace of Swords, that's clarity. Again, solar eclipse, right? Finding the clarity. Do you see? She's very confident. So you might not have been feeling, even if it's friends, like this whole idea of traditional, political. You're getting the clarity that you seek. Whatever this eclipse is like, I don't believe in that anymore. Maybe you're shown something, and then you're just like, I'm not going to focus on that anymore. I got to focus on other things in my life, right? Walking away, because that always comes with the sense of loss too. What we believed in before isn't always the same. All right, then we have the Emperor in our 11th house, and our 11th house showing up as wishes, it's what do I know? The Emperor is a leader. Again, could be a good networking, mentor, etc. Wishes, what are you wishing is to be a leader in this new form, belief system, whatever it is, this new job, this new career, bringing people together. Maybe it's a nonprofit, being a leader, finding the mentor. And this is, because Pisces is about spirituality. It is about, it could be anything health related. You know, Pisces is about nursing, things like that. Maybe you're going to become a doctor. You know, you're looking to go back to school to become a doctor, being the top in your field, things like that, or finding a mentor, finding the right physician, naturopath, whatever it is, somebody to, you know what I mean, to help you on your new, you know, health regime, whatever it is. So that is Pisces, right? It's about going within. Ace of Pentacles, beautiful. Wow. So getting the money that you need. Wow, you got 2 aces right in a row. That's a beautiful thing. So an offer definitely coming in. All right, and the next one here, your last house, which for you is the 12th house, is in Aries. Very powerful, being the magician, learning to create. You know, Aries is really that soul's purpose in the 12th house, which is spirituality. It is really about what are you creating, using, you know, not just, you know, it's mind, body, spirit, having everything connected, but being aware of the consequences, right? And very Pisces fashion of what it is you want to create, focusing in on that. Okay, here we go. 10 of Wands. First thing comes to mind is creating for everybody else and not yourself. Dropping all the baggage so you can focus in on what it is you want to create, being in your power, right? What do you want? How is that going to look, right? Instead of carrying the burdens for everybody else, you don't have to do that anymore, dropping all your burdens. So, okay, here we go. We're going to get some animal spirit advice here, see what they have. Okay, wow. Doing the deep dive, we have the whale, right? Whales are they just kind of go with the flow of the ocean, but they take that deep dive within, right? Trying to figure out what it is do I really want. Going within, taking the time, right? And then we have the hawk. I love the hawk. He's, you know, he is the observer, right? He flies above. You know, it's not like he's hurrying up, swooping down, but he's taking his time. He's assessing the situation. And then, so here it's like you're learning to take that deep dive within, taking the time to assess the situation. What it is do I really want to create? What do I want to aim for, right? But you can't just go and just jump at the first thing. It takes perseverance. It takes patience. Learning to see things from a higher perspective, but you can only do that if you're willing to take the deep dive within. Okay, people born in May, I hope you like this reading. I don't have my mic with me, so hopefully it isn't that loud with the heater on. You guys have a good solar eclipse, and we'll talk to you soon. Take care.